Hi everyone. This is our sixth time we are trying, and we are just waiting for Waqas to join us live. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, I have invited him, so inshallah he will be with us. And I do really apologize for all the problems we have been having. Okay, let's see if he can join us. So basically today our topic is about Muslim men. I apologize. And eating disorders. And we have Waqas from UAE who is going to join us live. I think we have gone offline 45 for like I don't know how many times in last. Okay, I think he's. Okay, he's trying to join us and he will be with us in a minute. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is our. Yes, okay. Waqas, assalamu alaikum. Yes, you are live now.
Walaikum assalam. How are you, Miss
My God.
You're fine?
No, thank you for joining us. And, we really appreciate it. And I do apologize. This seems to happen sometimes. So, I will quickly get into this because, we have been trying for last 45 minutes now. So, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, today we have Waqas. He's joining us live from the UAE. And we are going to be talking about the Muslim men and eating disorders. So, actually, when I started this work in 2012, one of the cases which were very rare, which we didn't really get to cover, was Muslim men and eating disorders, because the topic wasn't very known, and the second problem was we didn't have many men who came forward. So one of the first studies I covered on my website was from from the Iraq, and that was the case of anorexia. And then we had someone who did share their story with us, but still, the number of Muslims, men sharing their experiences, was very limited. Actually, the problem, I think, became quite severe when the pandemic happened. We realized there were so many men who were suffering in silence, and we thought, we will get to hear about, Waqas and his story. So Waqas, thank you so much for joining us, and I'm really sorry it has taken so long to get you live. So please, if you could introduce yourself and tell us about yourself. I can see you now. Good. Yes.
I'm trying to sort out. Hi.
Yes, it's okay. So yes, so yeah, it's okay. Just position your camera. So we really wanted someone to share the story with us, and we do thank Dr. Amina for introducing us to Vakas. And
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Waqas Bukhari. I'm living in UAE since 2003, and thank you very much, Ms. Nadia, for inviting me on your Instagram channel. And I really appreciate, and I love to discover always about the Islam and about the uh, eating disorder and mental health being things. So uh, I came in UAE in 2003, and I was that time about 18 years old, and I was suffering with the I was suffering with the panic disorder. It's a it's a panic attack and panic disorder, which is a psychological disorder actually. And due to that, I was actually day by day I was going uh, obese, and I was getting a obesity level was going very high because I was very inactive in my physically because of my panic disorder, and I choose to live uh, very inactive foods like junk foods. I was going to take every day because I'm not going out for my physical activity, and even I was not active in the Islam as well. Religiously, I was going very far as well. Uh, the thing of that, when you are having any mental disorder, uh, so you can face multiple difficulties while in your family matters, in your work, on your work, on your travel, on your friends. You will not have a social activities. You will not focus on your eating properly, what you are going to eat, what you are going to when you are going to sleep. So I just want to say that uh, everyone should be very focused on the uh, Islam, and Islam is giving us the message always that moderation is the key. And during this our key that we should eat very moderation. We should keep a moderation on our eating things. And like Miss Amna Iftikhar, she's a psychologist. She's a very good psychologist. She's based in Lahore. And I got to know about Dr. Amna about 3 or 4 years ago. And she she's a she actually she understood very well, and she diagnosed me very well, and she helped me out uh, through my this mental disorder like panic disorder. So uh, she did a very good counseling on me, and she did she got to know that what exactly I'm suffering with my gut problem, or what kind of issues I'm facing. Parallel, she was uh, treating me in the sense of with my obesity, with my mental health, with my all the aspects of what I was suffering actually. And same time actually, Dr. Huma, she's also one of the very good psychiatrists, and she she gave me the medicines, and those medicines also helped me out a lot. So, so anyways, in short, I will say that the story is very long from of my journey, but in short, I will say that if we will eat with proper diet, and we will follow the Islam properly. I think so nobody will be having any kind of disorders, and if someone will even exist with the any disorders, can be manageable. It can be manageable with the right psychologist, right eating disorder or nutritionist, uh, and proper psychiatrist, whatever they are giving the medicines, you have to follow the things. So I think so that everyone supposed to be uh, very active in their life. They have to be very careful while they are looking after around what is their sleeping hours. Like we must should sleep at least 8 hours a day, and the best timing of sleeping is definitely is between 8 to between 9 p.m. or 9 to 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., something like this. And we can start our day with the namaz fajr, and then after that, definitely we can start our day, and we can eat the proper diet, which is very important for us, because if you will, and everybody depending, not each food is not for everybody actually. We all need to know ourselves that what is affecting on our bodies. So we have to analyze first of all ourselves, that what our body is reacting, what we are going to eat. And first of all, we each of us, we have to analyze ourselves, which cannot which cannot be analyzed by some other people. You have to see that what food is reacting on your body. For example, if some food is, you are having any allergy, or some foods having a citrus, like fruits having a citrus, like oranges, like strawberries, and many fruits are lemons. And so I got a diagnosed by Dr. Amna Iftikhar that I am having these issues, and she just diagnosed, and she said to me that you have to stop taking the milk first of all, because milk was creating for me the gastric issues. So she she informed me that first of all you have to do you have to go with the lactose free milk. So lactose free milk actually helps me a lot in all these things. And then after that, uh, she make a one good diet plan for me. And with the panic disorder, she guided me very well. And then parallel, she was taking care of my weight issues, how I can manage, what I have to eat. So this is very important, that you should have around you a right person, a right psychologist, or a right nutritionist. They they will they got to know that with your few sessions, they will understand your daily life routines. Then they will definitely, once they will understand and diagnose your things, they can help you out with your with the things you are suffering with. So I just want to say that if really everyone, uh, it's very easy if we just came to know that what we are suffering with and how we can get it out. First of all, we have to analyze ourselves actually, that what we will eat and what it reacts on us. And people mostly, they are saying that we are having a cravings which we cannot stop actually. The cravings actually, those cravings actually is that we have to know that what what kind of things are triggering for our cravings. So we have to know first of all those about those things. So this is depends on our each of us, and for all these things, mental health is very important. Then after that, we can treat ourselves as a religious point of view on for the eating disorders, if we are suffering with different eating disorders, or if we are inactive in our physical health wise, and all the aspects, even we can easily we can deal with them if we are mentally we are strong, we are connected with the Allah, and definitely we can deal with all kind of troubles. Nothing is what we are the biggest thing is we are alive, and we still have a ability. Allah told us we are ashraf al makhluqat, the humans are ashraf al makhluqat, and definitely we have a ability to do the things, to do the changes in our life, transformation in our life, with our efforts, with our will, with our right people around you, and that's all.
So, Vikas, you went to UAE in 2003, right?
That's right.
So before 2003, you were in Pakistan, right? Yes.
Yes. I born in Pakistan, Punjab, and I was living there until from 1984 till 2003. I was in Pakistan.
So how was your relationship with food in Pakistan? Was it okay or?
Honestly speaking, I was not aware about the food, what we have to eat, what we do not have to eat. The things are that in our schools, in our colleges, people are there. If you will go there in Pakistan, outside you will find junk foods like tale hue naan, something like that, and samosas, and even in outside the schools, authorities they are allowing them, and nobody was giving awareness that what we have to eat and what we should ignore in our schooling, or in our even morning time. Most of our Pakistani culture taking prathas and eggs, and the concept of oil and these things, awareness that time, especially if we go 20 years ago. But now on the YouTube, people are getting a knowledge with the every day, with the new videos, with the knowledge, and kids are getting knowledge. But that time, the awareness for the food was not easily available for everyone.
Because we didn't have, I mean, 20 years ago, we didn't have these kind of problems we have today. I mean, today the food has become a big issue. I mean, and especially, I mean, you can see, because that, if you're smoking, all you have to do is, yes, stay away from smoking. So, 60% of the problem is kind of resolved. Here, the problem is, food is like an oxygen. No one can live without food. And so, this relationship is something, I mean, with the food, I mean, I know what you're saying about the awareness. Like, I'll give you an example. I met someone, and we went to the village. And I was at that time, which was a few years back, following a very kind of a conscious kind of a diet, trying to be very healthy. And I remember when I told them that, what, I don't think they should be having what they have. And they said to me, it doesn't make sense. And they said, if we don't eat what we eat, how are we going to do the physical labor work? They said, there is no way we can survive. And I realized, they needed that food. So as you said, something very important and good, that we have to analyze ourselves. We have to get to know ourselves and, what food is good for us. So, you cannot really have one diet plan for everyone. Like, what works for me, because I live in a city, does not work for someone who's living in a village. And, they have a very, it's very shocking, because they have a very good relationship with the food. They get up in the morning, and what they consume, something here we will not be able to consume. They go out, they do the physical labor work for straight 6 hours. Then they the Dhuhr time, they will come back, they will eat. they will rest, they will get up, they will go back to the fields, and then they will come back because that's the requirement of their body. But I think, what you said about everyone's requirement is really, really good. Also, I think I have seen that, you are the first person who has come live and who has really spoken about this struggle with the food. I think, Waqas, not men don't even know. Maybe this is my understanding. Most of them don't even understand what they're eating and what their body is going through. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I totally agree with that. What you're saying that as over culture, like the Pakistani food, mostly people they are using. If outside, most of the people they are using restaurants, and our culture is very rich in food items. So most of the people and most of the time, even our housewives, they are trying to order the from the outside the foods like junk foods, pizzas, burgers, and cold drinks, and even sometimes I just want to say that the healthy food is the homemade food is the healthiest food, and very simple food which will
Yes.
not make fulfill your stomach. If your stomach is if you are hungry 100%, you are having a hunger, and if you will eat only for 60 to 70% and keep your stomach empty at least 20 to 30%, and I think so. And after that, you just walk for about 10 minutes, and that will make you very comfortable. After 10 minutes, your gut and your stomach will start doing the digestion system will be activated, and you can have a very the stomach will be very comfortable after that walking of 10 minutes to 15 minutes, very light walk. So I just want to say that we can organize our food, everything by ourselves. This is depends on us actually. Nobody can nobody can help us except ourselves. Yes, we other people can help us, support us, but first of all we have to work on ourselves. Our own thought is very important. The thought, if you will, nobody will do the physical activity for you. Nobody will fulfill the craving what you will have for the uh, sweets. Like I love to eat sugary items like sweets of Pakistani burfis, gulab jamuns, kheer, everything, custards. But the thing is that this is in overhand actually, that what we are going to eat. We have to think that if we are going to take a few spoons of custard or kheer, how we are going to burn it. Is it we these taste is for few minutes and few seconds on our tongue, but after that it will make obesity on your body, because you are not going to lose due to any inactive life, and that's why you have to be very careful when you are going to eat. You have to see, the thing is that the sugar is like a slow poison, what I got to know in all my life, that the first thing, if you will cut the sugar in your life, it will be very helpful. Sugary items uh, will be not good in even in our children also. It is increasing the diabetes because of intake of more sugar in your daily life. uh, Even so many times, the peoples are not caring about these things, but they are saying that we will sort out with our walking, with our things. But I think so better we can 50% of our health is depends on our eating pattern of the life. What we are doing in our life, like eating pattern should be very moderate, should be, we can eat everything, but I think so in the small quantity, and good in the good oil, and I think so less sugar items uh, we can use, and fruits and vegetables more if we will use in our items, and sometimes chicken and sometimes mutton and keema and something like this. These items we can manage it, everything. It's in our home, and it is good for everyone in the house as well.
Yeah, because I have to say, uh, mashallah, Dr. Amna and Dr. Huma, they're really, really excellent, They really get to the
Definitely,
root,
definitely,
they're
no doubt.
really, and yeah, and I'm not just saying it. I mean, I live in West. I come from there, and I have seen people go through the repeat um, therapies, the repeat ones. I mean, it sometimes even the 12 and 14, 16 sessions resolve nothing. And the therapy in West is very, very expensive. And not many people are going forward. And, mashallah, what I have seen with them, because they know that Pakistan is not a rich country, so they really have to get to the bottom of the problem. And they both have such a good and unique gift, Dr. Amna and Dr. Huma, they know how to get to the bottom of the problem. And immediately they know how to bring everything together. And then the third thing is Wakas, second thing is, I mean, that's, them, alhamdulillah, we are very blessed, and they have never said no to anyone. If I send anyone their way, they have always taken on my people. Second thing is, I think nowadays there is a big, big, big connection with the in managing your emotions and the food. So you see, food is a very, very easy answer. And I mean, I'm not going to speak about the females, but with the men, I'll give you a simple example. There is someone who is really, really, really struggling right now, because in my country, in Pakistan, the recession is like 3 times high. There is a lot of problems. There are so many, there's so much pressure on the men as well. So this young person is just out of the university, and there is a pressure on him to get married. There is a pressure on him to take care of his immediate family. There is a pressure by the society. He can't get the job. He doesn't know whether, I mean, he feels he has a voice, but he doesn't know how to make use of his voice. So I think so many things have added up right now. And one of the easy solution is you go for the food. And as you said, when you are eating around the clock and you think you have the cravings, the big question is, why are you having those cravings, And then what you spoke about, the sugar and the diabetes, yes, in Pakistan, the diabetes level is very, very high. So I think, before we wrap up, I really want to say that someone said to me in the past 3 years, Pakistan has gone through so much, so many problems, and the pressure on the men is very, very big right now. And I think, we really encourage all of you that, you really need to analyze yourself, your well-being, and prioritize yourself, not there is even when it comes to your eating and how you do what you do, get to know yourself, so you heal and you're well and you're living a good and active life. And I really want to say that, I really acknowledge, I swear that, what people have gone through. I mean, not just in Pakistan, but also in the last 3 years. And I have to say hats off to people in Pakistan and the young people. Honestly, your resilience, mashallah, I am so impressed. You don't allow anything to take you down. And this is one of the few countries I have seen, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, guys, hats off, you fall and you stand up. It's incredible, how resilient you people are, and, how you keep going forward. And our problems are so many right now. I saw people, how they were active in elections. I have seen even, with everything which is happening, I see how you keep on standing up, and, you want to do better. And I think, inshallah, these are few problems. These are, a bit of the tough times, but we will get through them. But I really want to say to all the men, the men who are struggling, please, there is no, I wouldn't use the word shame, but, please, please do take into consideration your well-being, because we need you. We need strong Pakistan, we need strong Afghanistan and Iran, and we can't do it if you're not healthy and you're not in good well-being and in good frame of mind. And always remember, as Waqas said, we are ashraf al-makhluqat. Human spirit is strong enough to crush the mountains, and no one can crush us. No one has the power over us. We have the power over everyone and everybody, inshallah, alhamdulillah. So please, your well-being, and these are, Waqas, another thing is, I cannot say to people, don't worry, there's a recession, it's going to be okay. No, there is a recession, there is suppression, there is limitations, but we also have the tools to rise above everything, and we have to support each other. So, and I think to do that, you really have to focus on, what you're consuming, your physical health, because Waqas, I don't know whether there is a verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, it's a verse 205, which actually speaks about the changes in the food and the farming. So we really have to be careful about what we are consuming, because I'll be very honest, I used to think that, we should consume everything, because the problem is, there are men who will really focus on clean and certain eating. Okay, they will completely go down. So they will go to the extreme where they will become very, very unwell. And then, so, it's all kind of eating disorder. There's, binge eating disorder, there's bulimia, there is anorexia, and I have seen all of them happen. So I think we really have to be, very careful. We really have to prioritize ourselves, see what works. And as you said, a good dietitian is very important. Speaking to someone is really, really important. And what you said about the simple eating is absolutely right. When I went to the village of Waqas, they don't eat around the clock. They will get up in the morning, they will have their milk, they will have their paratha for sure, and then they will go to the fields, they will come back, they will have, lassi.
Lassi, yes, sweet lassi.
Yeah, so they will have honestly, I was really shocked. They will have lassi, they will have saag, Yes, and then
saag, and also the butter you can put on the parathas. Most of the time they are eating with the butter those parathas and lassi together.
Yeah, but so Waqas, then what? For 4 or 5 hours they have nothing. They don't have the luxury, they have nothing. So they will come back. So they will have that, and then they will go back. And and I've seen them even at the nighttime, Waqas, they will have their final meal, they will have a cup of milk. You can offer them cake, biscuits, they will not. The biscuits are very exclusive for the guests. The drinks are very exclusive, and that is really shocking. So, they're eating very simple. And you honestly, and you will not see them going for the seconds or thirds. They don't. That's what really shocked me, because, and then it's not like, they're sitting there, they're consuming media. They simply go out, they're out in the fields, and I saw, and they don't have any of those physical illnesses, they don't have diabetes. So I really, I think you're absolutely right. The home cooked food, keeping it simple and eating together as the family is must, because in the difference between the food in UAE and Pakistan is, Waqas, we are still very, very lucky. Like, I can get my food, everything from the farm, yes, everything organic, and because we produce, we are the family of the farmers. We produce our own, atta, flour, so we have our own lentils, we have everything. So it comes from the farms, and I see, mashallah. And Waqas, it really makes a difference, and you don't, because it's so pure, it's desi, organic. But whereas when you're in UAE, the food is packaged, so you have to be a bit careful. And inshallah, and
definitely, Ms. Nadia, I want to say here a few things for the public who is watching us through your channel, that it's not necessary that you are poor or rich.
Yes.
If someone saying that someone saying that someone is rich and having a proper diet and it's not required. Even you can diet with your minimum amount of like you mentioned in Pakistan, the crisis, the things are happening, and the people are facing the stressful moments every day. But in all these scenarios, I must say that we can still manage our life with the minimum cost of living as per Pakistan GDP of per person. Like we can eat dal, even dal is in as per my awareness in my 20 years ago, someone when eating the dal, they was thinking they are they are eating not good food, but dals are having a lot of minerals, vitamins, and all these things. If they came to know that the benefits of different dals, what they will get, and also about the roti, in Pakistan, everyone love to eat roti. I think so. Approximate, if I'm not on mistake, about 90% people are eating rotis in Pakistan,
Yes.
and 10% maybe they are addicted with the rice every day, but roti every home, I think so. Most of the people in the Pakistan, they are using rotis. So in rotis also, we should know that for our kids, as per their age, what is their requirement. Even it's not necessary you are illiterate or you are very educated or you are literate person. No, I think so. If any person who is having Allah gives us the brain, to every human. Allah gives us the brain, and first of all, whenever we are going to do wrong or right, the brain is giving us indication to educated, uneducated, and literate or not literate, that this is wrong, this is right. So awareness is very important. We should be around the good people. We should be around the people who can give us the awareness. Like we can watch the YouTube for the right purposes, like for the information, for the knowledge, and we can get a lot of information from the Instagram. Like you are doing this job, fantastic job you are doing, that giving a awareness to the people through the people who are suffering or who suffered with these things or who faced the problems. So I must say here that the people like Dr. Huma and Dr. Amna Iftikhar, both of those ladies are if I will not say that they are, I think so, number one doctor in the as a in the field of psychologist and psychiatrist. I will be not wrong, because I was the person suffered a lot in my 35 years with the uh, panic attacks and panic disorders and eating disorders and all these things. And once I met with the grace of Allah, I met with them, and they start treating me. And they are very dedicated with their work. They are very professional. And I must say here, whoever wants the help uh, to understand exactly about the diet, about the if someone is going through mental issues in our country. Actually, if someone is, I must say to the public that if someone is going to the psychiatrist, uh, we should not say that he's a wo pagal hai bilkul. Yani, if someone is going to psychiatrist or psychologist, we should not give the uh, we should not say that that guy is not he's out of senses or she's out of senses. Even it's giving a, I have to use very carefully here words like, if one girl in Pakistan will go to the psychiatrist, maybe she will face a lot of issues for her marriage, even after marriage also, and so many things can be critical. So anyways, I must say here, we all should help each other in the home also, in the work also. We should not criticize a lot to the people. We should be very positive for all points. We should not be negative for our around the people. Us, if we will correct ourselves only, I think so. We should do our own work. Rest others will get effect from your nature, from your opinions. Yes, definitely, you cannot correct everyone, but you can try from your end whatever possibilities you can make, and you should keep trying. And definitely, as a human, we should not never give up. We should not be We should be connected with Allah first of all. Whoever have a strong connection with Allah, this is the first thing. And the second thing after that, the good people around you is a blessing of Allah. So good people around you. Third thing is the food. You are if the food we will eat in around the clock, like 24 hours we have, all of us we have 24 hours a day. In 24 hours we must have to take at least 8 hours sleep, good sleep. We should we should have a schedule for our entertainment purposes, whatever entertainment every one of us required. We should have a proper time for the social media. Not all the time we should be connected all the time with TikTok, Instagram, and I think so with the multiple applications on the. So these are, I think so, is also one of the reason also which is making obesity with the kids. And because for the hours and hours people are sitting on the social media, keep watching and keep eating around them. They are just ordering something from outside. So it is very easy if we go through, as you said, organic foods are the best foods. Uh, and I just want to say that if someone wants really the good, as a psychologist, I strongly recommend to contact Dr. Amna Iftikhar, and she can guide in the sense of through your if you are suffering with any disorder of mentally disorder or eating disorder problems, because she is working in Lahore in obesity center, eating disorder center. So I must say that anyone is suffering with eating disorder problems, uh, you are having a right platform and good platform. And she's very like in Pakistan, as I am living in UAE. Here it's very expensive. The things are like we cannot afford easily the psychologist or psychiatrist fees here. The people who is living in Pakistan, and most probably even online, they are providing the services. And you see that I never met both of those gentle ladies, but they helped me out all the sessions through Zoom and Google Meet, and this they always keep following me. They always even in within 1 year I recovered almost 80%. And now it is a 3 years, but still I'm always connected with both of them, and I'm still taking advice from them whenever I'm thinking, whenever I need their help. And if 3 years ago I was not even able to talk like this today, what I'm talking to you, because I was all the time was suffering with my chest pain issues. And that was so only the Dr. Amna and Dr. Huma, they knows that what was my condition, what was my scary things, what I was having a negative thoughts. So, anyways, I really want to thanks to Dr. Amna and Dr. Huma, whatever they have done through their best knowledge, through their experience, through their dedication, what they have given to the society. And I really appreciate to you also, Miss Nadia, that you are doing a fantastic job, that you are giving a awareness to the people through your channel, that what people can, the people who is suffering already with the different scenarios, or eating disorder, mental disorders, or any kind of disorders. So I think so we should not hesitate to speak about it, and everyone should come and join and tell the stories which can support for the other peoples, which can help to the other peoples. And it is easily it will be motivate you every day, that if someone is suffering and someone came out from these things, then definitely everyone can come out. And keep asking, I think so, the blessings from Allah every day. We should we should say every day Astaghfirullah, I think so. We should say Alhamdulillah every day. for everything what we have, but in bad and good scenarios, we should not be disappointed in every case. I was the person. I can say that I was the person who was disappointed from my life totally. Before I met Dr. Amna and Dr. Huma, I was totally disappointed because I met in my life uh, almost 50 plus doctors I met already. I visited I visited to the emergency hospital for the emergency for my disorder. Every second day I was going to emergency. They was doing for me ECG, they was doing for me multiple tests. Everything was fine. So I was going through every day with a very difficult time in my journey of last 25 years, because this triggered after the death of my mother. My mother died. Her name was Amin Akhtar. She died when my age was 14 years, near about 14 years, less than 14 years I was. And after that, I got my first panic attack actually. So that's why the stressful moments is very important, that we have to be very careful for the mental health for our kids. We have to be very careful for our eating pattern of the life. We have to be very careful for our religious things, like we have to be very straight with our religion. We should not be we should be focused on our work, our study, our knowledge, and we can spend our 24 hours of each day for us, for if you are a dependent, or you are whoever, whatever we are doing around us, for our kids, for ourselves, for our society, for our wife, for our siblings, for our relatives. So we can play a very good role if we have awareness of the few things only, and which is not, I think, so difficult as a human. For us, we have ability to learn. We have ability to exercise the things every day. So we can do the implementation every day in our life, those knowledge and those awareness, and we can do, I think so, everything. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, thank you, Vikas. Thank you so much. And what you said about your mother, thank you so much for sharing that with us, because sons always have a very special relationship with their mothers. We have, you're not going to believe, but the stories on my website, you're never going to believe 90% are related to the mother. 90% of the stories of the men and their struggles and emotional struggles are connected with the mother. And what you said about it doesn't matter if you're rich, yes, or you're poor. And in Pakistan, I really have to say this, what you said is absolutely excellent here. Even despite the recession, nobody really goes hungry. You know why? Because we have vegetables. We have so many things which are good, which are available. And they are not, basic things, because they're very good quality produce. The Pakistan is a very blessed land. It produces so much. And okay, I think we will. Okay, yes, you're back online. So, yes, sorry. So, as I honestly thought I lost the Wi-Fi. So, as I was saying, I really want to say that, honestly, do not allow, in the help in Pakistan, as you said about the cost, because I come from UK, and I am telling you, one session, minimum session for 20 to 30 minutes costs about 80 to 90 pounds, and that's 1 week.
100%.
Yes, 100. And if you want to get a consultation, you're paying 300 pounds, honestly. And if you want to be on the national health system, forget it. Even in America, the same problem, and others. So I think, here what we have is we can get mental health, we can also get a spiritual health, and we can get excellent diet as well. So I think your message is very important. I want to say to people, please, I encourage you to like get in touch, do something about this, because right now this is just taking you down, and we need to support each other. Whether wherever you're living, if we don't come together as a society, we don't support each other, we are never going to rise above. And so thank you so much. Honestly, this was so good. I know this is going to help, honestly, so many people, because I have people who come and they speak and they're like, okay, we are telling you, but we don't want to speak about it. And so I'm like, okay. And so I think this, especially what you said about getting the help and how it only helps you to strengthen yourself and rise above, is excellent. And getting to know yourself, I mean, not focusing on what others are doing, but focusing on yourself. And as I said to you, it's in city, there is issue of the food. It's not which we need to deal with. But when you go to the rural areas, you will see the issues are completely different. I mean, the diet, the food is very basic, and people are quite healthy, and they're living quite good and active lives. So alhamdulillah, for being in Pakistan, where the land produces so much good food, we have all kind of seasons, and we have so many blessings. We have so much help and support, and inshallah, we will go forward. And I have to say this, Dr. Amna has also helped, done really good, excellent work with someone from Palestine as well. And this person from Palestine, honestly, mashallah. And she always says, this girl, she says always thanks Dr. Amna. She says, if it wasn't for her, and I've seen her work, and it's excellent. She really, and we are very, very lucky that and because they will offer help, and they will never take you for granted. That's incredible, and they've never said no to anyone.
I really yes. Totally agree, and I really want to thank to Dr. Amna once again. And she actually still she's doing very well for my, whenever I'm getting any negligence while I'm doing for my CBT or for my counseling or for my eating disorders. She's always very helpful, and she never neglects her patients. So that's why I will say that may Allah bless her, may Allah keep her protected from all evil eyes. And I hope so the people from my conversation maybe can get even if someone will get even from my whole entire conversation, even they get anything, I will say that it will be very good for the people who is suffering with these disorders.
Yes, and before we sign off, I also have to say, I was so, when I came to Pakistan in October, I came with my father, and the whole crisis in Gaza, what was happening in Palestine, everything was such a mess, when I came here, and I got so much hope, by the good work which was being done here in Pakistan as well. And, the education and the awareness and the knowledge, yes, it's not out there, in the full view of the whole world to see, but the good work. And, honestly, you said help each other. I saw that happen. I saw the neighborhood I live in. I saw a lady, she 4 children, cancer, couldn't afford help. Honestly, because the whole neighborhood got together, to pay for the treatment, and we lost her in Ramadan. But the unity, if somebody needs help, how people come here together, and the youth club in Pakistan is really excellent. I mean, they give the wazifas, and they give they help you spiritually. And as you said, your opinion, your emotions, what you think really matters. Each and every single person matters. Their thinking matters, and you really need to express yourself and really need to focus on yourself, because because we are in very, very difficult times. And I remember someone said to me 3 years ago, they said, we were going through such tough times, Nadia, and nobody was there for us. us. In the world, no one really helped us, and we were at such crisis. And and I honestly think we can make everything right, as you said. Don't discriminate, don't judge each other, because we are in very tough times. If there is no food on the table, it's a problem. If you can't take your mother to the doctor, it's a problem. It is going to add a mental stress. If you can't go to get a job, it's a stress. So let's unite, support each other, and rise above. Inshallah, and things will be okay. And once again, Waqas, thank you. And inshallah, our du'as are with you. I know you will do really well. You will go forward. Alhamdulillah, you have come so far. And Dr. Amna helped you, but Waqas, it also comes from you. You knew something wasn't right, and you dealt with it. And what you said, that you went to the 50 different doctors and everything. Honestly, that's incredible. That shows a strength. People give up. I have honestly seen people give up. I have seen people completely give up on life. Honestly, and this is coming from the country which is in Europe, which has the most developed system. They have all kind of help, and people still give up. But alhamdulillah, you kept on going, and you will go more forward. And inshallah, what you shared with us is a great sadaqah. And I know people who are really going to benefit, And coming from me, it will not impact them. But coming from you, alhamdulillah, they will recognize getting help is a sign of strength. Alhamdulillah. And so yeah, jazakallah.
I must say that nobody should never give up. Only the thing is that I believe strongly, stay connected with Allah, never give up, live simply, and spend life very easily like this.
Because the last thing I have to say about what you said about Allah, honestly, I know someone who really struggled, really, really, really struggled. He's a man. And at the end of the day, what he said to me, which was really touched me, and he said he felt in this world, nobody was there for him. No one understood him, but the only thing which held him, which strengthened him all the time was Allah. And he said, that's one thing he always held on to, And what you said about the Islam and the way of eating in Islam is, honestly, I'm being very honest. I was in UK, I went to the hospital, and you're not going to believe, when I was there and they were feeding me, do you know what the portion sizes were? They were according to the Quran and the Sunnah guidelines. And it's all there for us. And we have positive role models. Like when we look at the Muslim men, we have Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I mean, he's always there. Allah is always there. And then we look at Imam Ali, we look at Hazrat Umar bin Khattab. We have excellent examples. Alhamdulillah. So inshallah, we will sign off. This was a really good session. It was my first session with any man. So thank you so much. It was really needed,
no
honestly.
Most welcome anytime. If you need any time my support to describe about the topic, or anyone around you who is looking for the help, I am here. No problem.
Inshallah. Alhamdulillah, and thank you so much. And we are signing off, and we will have someone inshallah joining us tomorrow from UK, Reina. So I will post about that on Instagram. And thank you, Waqas. Thank you, Rainbow Eating Disorder Center, Dr. Homa and Dr. Amna. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.